Hey guys, this is Eden McGill coming at you today with some inspiration for better and new ideas and motivation to action. Hey, today I had some memories today, that were, very emotional. And, I remember there was a time where I really, wanted to, move up in the world in my endeavors that I was doing, especially for music. And I'd met a friend. His name was Jason, and it was funny. We met over a girl. It was it was a funny situation, and she was talking to this guy, and he was talking to her, and he was one of my best friends that I'd met, and we met because of music. I saw him because he was playing keyboard, for a group, and he was really awesome at playing keyboard, and I was like, man, I need to get to know that guy because it was actually a part of my endeavors, for music was to be able to play piano and play keyboard to a certain level, and I had seen him that he was in that level and he was doing it with like no effort, and he was a little younger than me at the time, so I was like, I need to get to know this guy. I want to get close to him, and closer to what I'm doing, because there was nobody around me that was actually at that level, and there was nobody around me that was actually striving, to go that route. There was nobody around me to challenge me to get to that level that I wanted to get to, for my endeavors and for music. So, I got to know this guy, we became friends, and we had a lot of other things in common, not just music, but we had other things in common. And we began to hang out a little bit, and there was this girl, and she happened to be, a friend of mine, also. Um, and he was letting me know. It was like, hey man, this girl, and he told me her name, and I was like, oh yeah, I know her. He was like, man, I really wanted to get to know her, and she went and gave me her telephone number, and and I threw it away by accident. I threw away the nap. She put it on a napkin, or I put it on a napkin, one or the other, I can't remember. And he had thrown it away. He felt so bad, and things worked out, where he was able to get the number back concerning that, and so I was there with him, and we were hanging out, and then they were hanging out and talking and so forth, and I was trying to get to know him more, because remember, I was just trying to get around people who were, in the area where I was, that was able to challenge me musically. And we began to do music together, and I began to play some keyboard, and he was, teaching me practical theory about piano and playing by ear, and also in reading music and bass lines and different styles of piano and so forth. Uh, but every once in a while, we were talking about other things. Neither one of us was married at the time, and we were talking about girls then, and he would bring up that girl, man, something's going on with this, and something's going on with that, and she would end up, talking to me about him, and what about Jason, this is this, and I'm like, well, he's this and he's that. You know how it goes. You're just talking amongst friends. Well, lo and behold, they ended up. I guess they were dating, but they weren't really, really tight together. But I can say they broke up. If I can say that term, it's kind of hard to get it out. They broke up, and as time went on, I was still, friends with him because he was my friend. Didn't have nothing to do with me, with this girl. Well, lo and behold, I found out, that this girl, she was actually, and this was from her mouth. She told me the only reason why she got to know this guy, Jason, was because she wanted to get to know me better. Kind of threw me for a loop. I was totally shocked. My mind had no idea that was going on. I was just focusing on, being a good friend to somebody that I can actually glean from, who could actually give to me, and give me value for my endeavors for music, and challenging me through different things. That's what he was. So in that whole instance there, there was nothing that was deterring me from what I was doing. The fact that she was really trying to get to know me didn't do anything, concerning what I was trying to do, which was I was trying to get better at music, and I was trying to learn this guy. Well, in doing that, he had, talked to me about that. Didn't know that I knew, and and I began to, just invest into him. Things that I understood, and because we were already friends, I was able to give back into him also. There's a scripture that that I went over today and was reading, and it was, give, and it will be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will men give into your bosom. You need to give, and it will be given back to you. And the same measure that you give is the same measure that you'll get back. But based on the value that you give to people, and what's value? Value is giving something to somebody and having their interest in mind. The camaraderie was there, with him. And we were able to invest into each other. And to this day, we're still good friends. But it started because I was trying to get around somebody that was going to challenge me musically and challenge me. And when it comes to business and money, here in this business that I'm in, I got involved with some people, and I'm on a team here in the Prosperity team who challenged me. And they challenge people to go beyond what they think they can't do. And they challenge people and say, listen, you can make it, you can be successful. And they challenge people's thinking and say, listen, you don't got to work 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day and not get the value that you can. You can make money simple online. And we have this business set up here, for the Prosperity team. And, for you, challenge yourself today. And I'm challenging you in your own business that you have. Challenge yourself to go beyond what you think. Go beyond people around you that's not challenging you. Get around people that are doing things more than you, or that are at places that in which you are striving to. Here in this business, we're getting ready to have an event in Miami. And there's things that's going to be brought out, for this business that I'm in, and it's going to challenge us, to go forward to another level or another area, and not just another level, but maybe to another dimension. Maybe you don't need to go to just another level, but you need to go to another dimension today. So challenge your thinking, challenge your thoughts, challenge the fact that there's those that don't want you to succeed. Challenge the fact that there's those that want you to do the same of what they're doing. But challenge yourself, and I challenge you this morning, to go beyond, make a decision. Invest into yourself and invest into something else to bring more security, more finances, more freedom, more time for you and your family, for your future. All right? So I hope that blessed you and motivated you. If you got value out of this, go and let me know in the comments at the bottom. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to hear more about this business that I'm in, go ahead and click the link also and find out what's going on with that. And find out what freedom that you can get, freedom and income online for you and your business. All right? And I'll see you in the next video.